Hello and welcome to the Watering Hole. Thanks for checking out this clip. Don't forget to like and subscribe because that'll make the baby Jesus cry, and I know how much you guys love making the baby Jesus cry. But yeah, so we don't know how much Trump is actually in charge versus how much he's just letting his lackeys run wild. And considering his lackeys don't know what the fuck they're doing, the fact that they end up inviting journalists into signal chats is not really all that surprising.
Nope.
And that leads us into our next story, which Hegseth Waltz Gabbard private data and passwords of senior U.S. security officials found online.
Oh, see, I hadn't even heard about this one. I didn't know that their passwords.
Yeah, so it's there was a leak, or well, there wasn't a leak. This was after the leak. Reporters started doing things like going to person search engines and being like, oh, I wonder if they've been compromised in other ways. And they were able to find their personal phone numbers, their email addresses, their like all sorts of their personal information. It's unclear whether or not these personal phone numbers are used for government purposes as well. But given how they're group chatting stuff that should be done in an air gap situation. Oh yeah, also I don't think I mentioned this. Did you hear that one of the people that was in the group chat that was actually participating in the group chat was in Russia while it was happening? So
I'm not surprised, but no, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, no, they tracked his location data, and it was like, oh, he was in Russia while sending these messages. So he's in a foreign nation.
What you doing over there, buddy?
He's in a it was job related. He was supposed to be there, but it's a case of like he's in a hostile foreign nation connected to their networks on a non-approved group chat thing discussing sensitive military information. That is a big no-no. Lady Merlin says, I have engaged with malicious compliance when it came to the no pronouns rule for signature blocks. I took out my pronouns and the prefix miss and put in the prefix ms. Okay.
Yeah, so the pronouns block is in effect, but your gender is still viewable.
Yep. Absolutely.
So instead of malicious
signature blocks in the email. Okay, no, in my brain for some reason that was like I'm an author writing something or other with my publisher, and my brain went to I wrote a book and I took all the pronouns out of the book, and I'm like, but that would hurt you though. I don't know why I went there, but yeah. So they a bunch of their personal information, including some of their account passwords, which. You know, given I didn't highlight anything in this article, but given how easy it was to hack Trump's account during his first run as president, he was using like MAGA 2020 as his password. So given how easy that was, I'm willing to bet that these people are the kind of people who use the same password for multiple accounts.
Also, so Clueless Expert mentioned in your chat, Signal's end-to-end encrypted. I'm highly skeptical that Russia could have read those messages. So you're right and wrong. Signal is end-to-end encrypted on the message side. However, from the client side, there is a decryption key that is on your device. And if your device's decryption key is found via, I don't know, an RFID scanner, he happened to be in the fucking Kremlin, then you are able to decrypt those messages very, very easily. So your device may have sent messages that are secure, but if your device on your person is accessible by anyone, that security means nothing. Signal is software secure. The hardware is the weak point.
Also, cameras looking at the phone, or people looking over their shoulders.
Camera looking at the phone, people looking at over your shoulder. Like there's also the low tech dumb ways to deal with encrypted messages. Like
that's the way most hacking happens.
Oh yeah.
So like that when I heard he was in Russia, that was what I thought was like his handler or whatever is just looking over his shoulder while he's typing these messages out, because I don't see these people being savvy enough to go somewhere private for that message thing. So even if the messaging app was 100% secure, the fact that he's doing it on his cell phone while in Russia still makes that a huge no-no. And like on top of that, like if so, this is the thing. Some of the people that were in the Signal chat had passwords that are publicly available on the internet. So if they're using the same password for multiple accounts, potentially someone at the Kremlin could have gotten into their Signal account.
Lenari says, are we sure he used Signal on his cell phone? So we are sure that he used Signal on a device on a wireless network from Russia.
Yeah, so most likely that was a cell phone, but it could have been a laptop that...
It could have been a laptop as well, but I will be honest, most people don't use Signal from a laptop.
No.
Just in general.
Yeah, but and so on top of that, because it's not an approved method, they don't have like the extra steps for security or whatever. So like it's just the normal sign-in security, which if you're someone who knows what you're doing, it's not that hard to get around it.
I mean, to be fair, like most hacking is just done
but
to people.
Still, things like when Linus Tech Tips got hacked, I got myself a physical security key. So now every time I log into anything Google related, I have to have my physical security key with me. And that is my two-factor authentication. We don't do text messages, don't do emails or whatever, because those things can be grabbed fairly easily. And I actually almost fell victim to an attack that was one of those, like, they sent you a file or whatever, and you double click on it, and it's actually like a screensaver file or whatever. And I had, like, the message had enough face validity that I just
That's how my account got stolen years ago when I lost my channel.
I know. This is after that happened to you. So this is like my quick reaction to this was probably thanks to you, because I think this was actually before I got the physical key. But like I remember clicking on a file, and like the email had enough face validity that I didn't really think about it too much, and then I clicked on it and was like, oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh well, let's see what happens. And then nothing happened for a little while, and it's like, this is not the type of file that should take this long to open. Like, it was disguised as a PDF.
Yeah.
It was like, it doesn't take that long to open a PDF. So at that point, I like, it's actually happened on Wednesday. This is one of the times we canceled tweets because I had a potential virus attack or whatever. So that's where I unplugged my computer and shut everything down immediately, and then like did everything like, but without even turning it back on. I did a whole factory reset on everything and wiped everything. And
on a similar note, I had a computer get bricked because of something like that, where
I still have not plugged the hard drive that was running back in since that happened.
Good call.
It's just one of those, like, I probably could just wipe it and continue to use it, and there is potentially some stuff on there that I might need at some point, but I don't know, like, I don't know, whatever. I still have it in a caddy sitting in the closet. But
I love the internet.